Hello guys, my name is Jinx Gaming, but of course you already know that, and if you don't know that, then that means you're new to the channel. Welcome, my name is Jinx Gaming. As you can see, here we are with the third episode of the Chelsea career mode. Now, as you can see, it's a little bit different because obviously in the previous two videos we've had like the future me almost, like with my face cam talking over like what's going on, and it's been sped up, and then I've been doing the games. But because I'm only going to be playing like the finals and pretty much doing every game, and we're getting into like the going towards the end of the transfer window and starting the Premier League, obviously we won't be playing any game, so I thought it'll be easier, as well as we're going through the sim games, to have like my actual like reaction. It's not, because I can't really react when it's all sped up ×2. So that's what I thought. For these games it'll be a bit more of a live thing, but then when we start, you know, playing games and episodes and doing less simming, then it'll be like another sped up sort of episode. So as you saw from last episode, we signed 4 new signings. We're going to finish off today on August. We'll finish on deadline day in this episode, by the way, just so we've got it out of the way. As you can see here, in all the other games we keep getting offers for Willy Caballero, and we accept every single one, this time for PSG. So you'd think that maybe they can pay his weekly wage, which to be fair is ridiculous, I do have to admit. So there's a lot of people, as you can see, that transfers just break down, which is a shame. Okay, here we go, the first game of the Premier League for us. So obviously I want to put Hazard in, starting Memphis Depay, the main guy, Willian, that's going to be on midfield obviously. We're going to start David Luiz. We're going to play Aspilicueta right back. We're going to start David Luiz and Regani. Now, I think he just fits our sort of style more. And then another look if this is what I want the bench to be, or if there's anyone that stands out that I want on. Looks decent. We don't have a centre back. We've got 2 centre mids. So maybe I should take Gibbs White off and put on like Rudiger for that bit of pace and strength towards the end. Like if we're winning or whatever, and put him on. That's what we'll do. Obviously I don't need to do tactics and stuff like that because I don't play it, so the games are just random in it. Now, away games are always really difficult, and you always get really screwed over by away games on career mode. It's just the way it is. You can be say for example it's towards the end of the season, you're top or whatever, and or at least, or say you're not even top, but you're on form and you're doing decent, maybe top half of the table, and you come against bottom and they haven't got a point in 3, but you're away to them and they'll find a way to beat you. I know it's not crazy, like unrealistic, because it can happen because the Premier League is that competitive. It's just how it's always away games, and as you saw there very quickly, it's £110 million signing. You imagine have that as the title of the clickbait title, £110 million signing. Would I do that? This is where on the screen I say yes or no whether I decided to do that or not. Anyway, we've got a lot of money ourselves, to be fair, but it's just whether I feel it's necessary to bring anyone in. 75 million, 202k budget. I mean, do we need to bring anyone in? We look at the left wingers. We've got Hazard, Pedro can play that, and we brought in Sanchez, Hudson-Odoi, who I think we're doing training with, so here he's going to grow. We don't need strikers because we've got Morata is like a sub, and then Giroud, like if one of them gets injured, can be the sub to the main one. So if Depay gets injured, Morata will be the starter, and Giroud will be the backup. Right wing, you know, we've got Pedro and Moses and Willian. Centre mids were absolutely fine. Kovacic, Kante, Jorginho, along with Drinkwater, Loftus-Cheek, Barkley, and Morgan Gibbs-White. Left back maybe is the only one, because Alonso is getting a little bit older and I like him, and I'm not a massive fan of Emerson, and he's 24, so he's got some time to grow. And like I said, Alonso's got probably 2 years in him anyway, so maybe just another decent, a bit like a 80 rated left back, but I could go all out and sell Emerson and get like a really high rated left back to even replace Alonso maybe, because you could argue it's my weakest point. Centre backs, I'm decent, you know, I got 2, 3, 4, 5. And Purdue if I really need. And then right backs, I've got Aspilicueta as the centre backs, that's another one. And then I've got 1, 2 right backs in Alexander-Arnold, 3 with Zappacosta, 4 if you play Moses as like a right wing back. And keepers, I mean these two were never going to get used, but Kepa and Rulli are more than capable. So maybe a left back is the only position. Let me actually go and have a look if it's scouting any world class left backs. There's Alexandro, but once again 27, same age, maybe, you know, someone just a little bit younger, even 26, and then I'll think about it, just because I might want him for the future. By the way, Maguire, that's why I carried him. See, he's now Alaba, arguably the best left back in the game, and he has got another year on him. His potential is amazing. On the other hand, you've got Mendy, who's got a good, like, what, 3 years on him, and he's already a decent level at the same rating, probably around about there. And if he's not, he's got much more potential about him. He can cost a lot. He grows pretty rapidly. Like by like January, he sometimes costs like $1 million. You never know how to pronounce his name. Do I wait until? I think I'm going to do this game. We're going to wait until Mendy's. We know like what his rating is exactly. I think we'll already know. Okay, we don't even know enough for his value and wage. So yeah, we'll wait for them, and then we'll whittle it down. I reckon between Alaba and Mendy, we'll try and get. Alaba's going to be a lot more, I reckon. But look, he can play centre back and centre mid. So you know, then we'll never need a centre back ever again. We'll be absolutely covered. We'll see. Oh yeah, Lucas Piazon, I think, the player we sold to Huddersfield. Maybe he plays. Maybe he'll play against us and show why he should have stayed. Yeah, I just never liked him. He's been at the club for a long time. Okay, so the first Premier League match, here we go. Come on boys, Kepa, Aspilicueta, Regani, David Luiz, Alonso, Jorginho, Kante, Kovacic, Willian, Depay, Hazard. What's going on? Hazard 8th minute, come on, hopefully. Because you'd think obviously on paper, Chelsea won obviously in real life, and you would think on paper, even away, they'd beat them, but you can never even be too sure on this. Okay, there's stuff starting to come in. We've put Barkley on, David Luiz got a yellow. I won't merely point out their stuff as much. Morata's come on for Depay, unfortunately couldn't get a goal on his Premier League debut, and Kante, unlikely scorer to seal the deal. Clean sheet on the Premier League debut, and 2-0. Decent. That is very good indeed. Player development, here we go. Oh, Ethan and Purdue has gone up, and so has Gibbs-White. Nice. I paid $1 million for Gibbs-White, remember? And if you remember from one of my other videos, I even said you'll go way over that in a year, so I don't even mind. Oh my god, it actually went to PSG, finally. Spurs want Pedro. Now, I know he's getting older. And did I reject his one against? Oh yeah, because Real Madrid, I was like, started 21 and they didn't. But this, you know, he's 31. If I could at least get 20 million for him. I think I'll sell him, so let's delegate. Don't sell the player for less than 20. Let's start at 25. I know I started at 21.4 for Real Madrid and they were like, nope. Or is that what? Don't sell less than. I'm not sure. But hopefully we can come through with that. Arsenal now, it's going to be difficult. Caballero signing for Paris. Jeez, he's got to be one of the luckiest guys alive. He gets paid for sitting on the bench, but gets to play with amazing people. This guy, I really don't want him. I'm like so tempted just to get him off the books. Do you know what I mean? Just release him. Like I said, we got lots of money. We don't need it. Okay, Benjamin Mendy. Let's have a look. See, he's already shot up to an 81. Let's actually see if there's any just defenders here. Maybe just one quick glance. Ruben Vinagre's sick. May get him a few years down the line. So we'll shortlist him. Big decision here. Mendy, like I said, got 2 years on Alaba, but obviously he's going to be an instant impact straight away. And you know, he's more versatile, pace to him. Whereas Mendy has got more time to grow, but he is, so he's already going to be lower than Alonso, so he's not going to be an instant replacement. But I'm guessing he's going to be promising, and because he's got 2 years on Alaba and 3 years on Alonso, in the long run he's going to end up coming out better. But like when you look at that, it's hard to just not to try to go for Alaba just because of the rating. I think I'm going to try just to see how much of Alaba first, if he'll even come. As it says, 40.4 to 66 million. If we can get him under 60, I'll take him. I mean, yeah, I'm going to try 50 cheekily, start off at. $50 million. I want 50.8, but a sell-on clause. This could be decent. Let me remove the sell-on clause. But we'll give you 52.75 million. Okay, you have a deal. That seems decent for Alaba, because even though he's 26, that's still like 4 years till he's 30. And even then, when he's 30, he could still probably go up for about another year. So let's see what his wage demands is, because obviously we can always back out if we think that it's not good in the long run. For obviously crucial. So yeah, only 94k is on at the minute. I'm guessing he's going to want that more with us. 4 years. And then if he's still going after 4 years, we might give him another year. So yeah, 100k. He's going to keep that clean sheet. So I'm going to get rid of it for the bonus. And I'm just going to give him a mil. Say like, right, I'll just give you a mil for signing. Hopefully he accepts it. That's 105. Okay, I'll accept that. That is decent. That's only half my wage gone, so I could get someone else decent if I wanted to. I still have like enough money, you know, 22 million, 100k wage budget. I could use that all on one player, or I could wait. I could leave it till January. And obviously at the minute, if we just go even all the way down here, we could get a lot of pre-season signings with that. I mean, look. So that's what we'll do. We just save the money now, unless we get a really good offer from someone. For example, like a right wing now. If Pedro sells, if we decide to sell Pedro, but obviously we might need a right winger. I just want to double check myself with the. So yeah, world class, promising, and something that's okay. Right, I'm gonna edit this. Okay, so someone that's just first in quality. So then we've got just a world class player, promised player, first team quality, and then over here we'll have the any less than one contract, 22 to 29. See what I mean? We could sign some decent people. Like, I'm thinking of getting Thorgan for next season, obviously. So maybe if Hazard goes, hopefully I don't. In an ideal world, I want them to play together, maybe. In some way, or at least be the same team. But maybe if he does go, just get a different version of him. See, I don't need the left wingers. I don't really want them. See, then it's just going to be an awkward battle between, because obviously he's so young, he's going to shoot up. And so like, I don't want to get six players and just like change it so when the next season comes around I've got like 89s in every position. I want to be like more realistic, have just decent players that I like. Anyway, I waffled on enough going through that. Didn't put Alaba in. It's okay, you know, he's only just came in the day before. He's got to slowly get in. Jorginho's injured, not great when he's like on a starting. So please take him off. Kante with a yellow. Hazard though, he's flying. Ozil, the battle. Kante's got a red. Jeez, taking one for the team, I would suppose, because he does that quite a lot. It's going to stay 1-1, or someone going to nick it. Come on, no subs though either. It's weird, not even Jorginho. 1-1, not too thrilled with that, but I'll take it. Rejected. How long do I have for 3 days? That's fine. 22.1. He's 31. This is the highest we're ever going to get him for. It's a rival in Spurs. That's the only thing that's actually leading me away. Yeah. This might come back to bite me on the ass, but let's hope not. Eh? Rome 34. Nah. Even though he's 30 as well. Willian is old. But we'll give him another season. We'll sell him at the end of this season, I reckon. I didn't even reject it. I think I just closed it, didn't I? Not great there, Gibbs White. Not great across the board, to be honest. Oh, more. Going off for Hudson Odoi. I want to keep him because I want to train him. He probably won't play his weekly wager anyway. So, no, please. Stop asking. I know I could just block the offer, but there's no real point. Petrova's gone. I'm going to keep accepting him. On deadline day, if he's still not gone, then I'm going to release him if I can. Contract. Pedro has sold. We'll sign him like dead. We'll sign a new right wing deadline day, because why not? Kante though, not great. I'll play Barkley, because I like him a little bit more. He's Alaba getting. It's decent. So obviously the changes we've made are Depay, Alaba and Regani. They're the changes we made from the starting squad, and then you go to the bench and you got Sancho, Alexander-Arnold, Rulli, Hudson-Odoi and Gibbs White. So yeah. Okay, there we go, there's the team. Hopefully we can get this win against, who was it, Newcastle? Away to St James's Park. Could be difficult, I'm not 100% sure about this. They've lost both of their games, see, this is what I mean. They lost against Cardiff and against Spurs, but there you go, 1-0 to them. Muo, 3 minutes. Yeah. Oh, 2 goals just like that. Very, you know, wouldn't happen. Barkley and Willian though with the goals, very unrealistic. But I don't care. Depay with his first goal in the Premier League. That's surely going to give us the 3 points. Okay, nice. Not got for Hazard though. That's okay. Going to 5th. Going 4th with Man City. One better drills this time. I didn't do it better, but still, DDDC. Rejected. Suspension over. Loan offer for Barkley. No. What weird ones come in for? Like, why would they sell like a main? Yeah. Wait, what's he saying? I want to let you know that I'm a bit worried having read some of the speculation around me. I want to ask that you give me another chance to prove I'm the best man for the job. We'll see. Because obviously, the only reason I got Depay is because I don't play him with Morata. But yeah, that's unfair on me. And obviously he's very capable. Emery Moore. Jeez, he used to be so good and he's just sort of gone out of nowhere, hasn't he? Emery Moore. I wonder what rated he is. I'm actually going to scout him. Because he's always a 6th player. Before I do, let's get a new right winger in, you know. Because although I said I got Willian, I don't have Pedro anymore, and Moses isn't the greatest backup. Maybe get Dembele. Malcolm, I'm pretty sure is just gone. I don't know. Let me try and get Usman Dembele, because they don't need so many left wingers, do they? Oh, I'm gonna go to the transfer hub, I forget. Here we go. I'm gonna go for Malcolm first because obviously higher. But something tells me may have just gone there. Recently joined, I might move again. Yeah. And this we might have to pay between. He probably scores 67 million. Can we? All push to right. I didn't have to pay it. He didn't ask me to pay the release clause, which is. I'm going to start off at 40 because, as you said, I don't have much money. So hopefully, I'm going to say 10. I'll go 10. Maybe they might do that. 48. Okay, we have to negotiate. To make it look like we're not absolutely skint, I'm going to say 45 million. Because then we're not going to be able to pay for his. And the sell-on clause, we'll give them 7%. I don't think it's going to go through just because we're going to have absolutely no money. Are we? Obviously I just paid, how much did I just pay for him? 45 mil. I'm gonna have nothing left, am I? See, even if I would have paid like, I don't know how much he is, but 40, like, do you know what I'm saying? I'm afraid I may have balls this one up, guys. I'm afraid I don't think we're going to be getting him because stupid me, might put 45 million, which isn't enough for his wage. Yeah, let's have a look at the damage. There's no chance. Let's just say, and I ain't gonna be able to. He does want to increase, it's just a shame, but I can't do it. I couldn't go for it. I don't have the money. And now because I've left it too late, I can't like sim ahead a little bit and then get him, which is a real shame. See, do you know what I mean? My only backup right wing is Moses, and Leon obviously is like 30 something, so first team quality. Let's see if there's any first team quality. Suppose Suso, but always put him off just because it's slow, I suppose, in terms of this game. It's not going to really matter, is it? I'm just trying to think of a right winger that brings them on straight away. I mean, obviously there are right mids that I'm not looking at, like Bernardeschi. But it's got to be, the problem is, it's got to be something that's good, because they've already got to be scouted, so I don't know how much to pay for them. Like 1,000 maybe. 1,000 could be a guy to go for. Delafeu. If he's not just God, I reckon he's the guy. Yeah. With that, I mean, I'll be able to say do what I just said I was going to do in terms of when it comes down to the January on pre-seasons. But obviously this seems slightly more important. So we've got Suso. So the options are either Suso, Delafeu or Thalvin. And Delafeu can play right wing, and he's got more. I'm going to go for Delafeu actually. He's recently I knew it. He can play right wing though, Thalvin. So maybe between him and Suso. 24 and 82, 25 and 84. I'm looking at the things, but at the end of the day it's all going to be probably come down to who's cheapest. That's 41.6 to 60 pretty much, and Suso is 39 to, but his weekly rate is 91 at the minute obviously, and Thalvin's is 63. I'm going to go for Thalvin just because the weekly rate is lower, and try and get him for as low as possible. I could always swap for a player, but and put money in. Actually, I'm going to be cheeky and go just above his value. Obviously you're gonna like need 60k, so if I go to wage budget, how low can I get from at 60? Quite a long one. 62's there. So I'm guessing 42 million. Will give us probably around about what we need. But Well, if even say I'll give you 25% of whatever we're selling for in the future. We can't do that. I'm gonna have to go for Suso. I'm trying to think. I could obviously go for something. I'm trying to think of a right winger that's got like bags of potential. Do you know what I mean? That's young, got bags of potential, but also isn't the worst rating right now. The thing is, if I go promising here, like cool right wingers, I know he's really good, but how much do I offer him? I think he's on loan anyway, isn't he? Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how much they're gonna be. Oh, this guy, he's decent. I might try and get him, but maybe oh, what's his name? I can't remember him, and he was going to be the next best thing. Pepe, I know he's like 76 rated, something like that, and he could be decent actually. It's all about knowing how much to pay, because you don't want to go over, and obviously I don't have the time to scout any of these people. Yeah, that was it. Justin Clive was looking at, but he can play left wing, can he play right wing as well? We don't know. If he played right wing, it would have gone for him. I was trying to see someone that stands out, someone's name I know. I know him, but I don't think he's the greatest. That's a really funny picture. I don't know why that makes me laugh so much. Looks like he's doing an impression of someone. Ben Burton. I actually know him in real life. He's actually such a good, nice guy. I know him quite well. Matty Cash, also his friend. Now I've done a Nottingham Forest career mode before, and I know he could be decent. So I may get Matty Cash. He used to be a centre mid, but to be fair, I've always looked at him and thought he could be a right mid. Paslak, he rings a bell as well. Oliver Burke, I know he's rapid. How young are they going to be? I'm trying to think, like, obviously in FIFA, like, what are their ratings? Pulisic. We may have to change it. I think I might have to go for Pulisic. Forget everything I said about the rest of them. We're going for Pulisic if we can. I mean, his release clause is already 30 million. I mean, come on, that's like... And if I have 30 million, let's have a look now. If I give myself, like, 30 million... Going to give me, look how much wage budget that is though, and he's not going to want anywhere near that. Let's do that, and then let's say he wants 50. That's still 250,000 wage budget for someone maybe in January, maybe one person to sign. Here we go. It's deadline day, okay? Everything's going mental. Everything's happening. It's what you expect to see. It's what you love to see on deadline day. I've gone past him, haven't I? Here he is, Pulisic. It says, it's annoying because I want to try and get him for cheap. See, why are they insisting? But then when I went to go and do... Who else have I failed at? Was it Dembele? It was either Dembele or someone else. I was pretty sure it was Dembele. And they wanted release clause and they didn't enforce it. I mean, 31.3 million. Why not? Look, right mid, right wing, left wing. And he's, because of his age, he'll smash that 31 mil, probably. So you know what? Yeah, we'll go ahead and pay it. So what's that done to my page? Because obviously I put it at like 30, probably just under 31.5 million. So I should still have, yeah, look at that, still quite a lot. It's going to be important 5 years. Yes, thank you. $38, so it does want a little bit more. I actually said 50k for some reason. Let's not get the appearances. It'll probably want 40k wage. 39. You know what? I'm accepting that. Because that's a decent little guy. Decent little bid. And then for January, we'll obviously give ourselves some money for like Youth Academy and stuff. So there, just over 200, quarter of a mil for wage. So unless something massive comes in now, still top deals are Risco. Alaba for 52. Look at that. One of our players being the other one for half a mil. So we've got two people coming to us that were the two top deals, but then Man City were like, add those two together and add an extra 4 mil. You know, like they weren't messing around. But like I said, unless something really weird comes in, this is probably going to be the end of the episode. Deadline day. There we go. Chelsea win rate for Christian Pulisic. We'll just keep looking at the latest deals if some come through. So Paulson went to Burnley there. Uncle Conte's been loaned an offer for. Nah, look at that. Like, I want you to pay me like literally 120 million for him. Don't even want to delegate because Man City's money is actually terrifying, so they'll probably be like, yeah, okay, whatever then. So no, I just don't want to sell him. Tang Jin, okay, you know, give us some people that we care about, no offence. Cornet gone to Bogafogo, is that? Trying to see anyone else I know there. Nope. Oh, got a message. Kaluka going to Sevilla. Yeah, retract that artwork because I wasn't gonna accept it anyway. Just when Barca comes in for 77 million, I mean that's weak City. Nothing else happening. Too late now for probably anything to happen unless this is a loan offer. No. Obviously he's 31, he's old, we may get rid of him in even though I don't know, we could do with the money and we've got a lot of centre backs. You know what? If it goes through, it goes through. I'm actually going to accept it because that'll give us a decent bit of money if it can happen. And we've got, like, I know he's one of our starting centre backs, but think about it. So we get rid of him, we get Christensen, which is down one, and if anything, we can just put Aspilicueta in there, and then either play Alexander-Arnold or Zappacosta in there, and especially Alexander-Arnold, who I really like. Obviously I want it to be better than Zappacosta. It may not be a terrible shout. Let's get Pulisic as well while I remember while I'm here. Let's just get him on the bench. Take Moses off, I'm afraid. Barkley. There we go. Let's see if that goes through now. Let's see if has it gone through. It has to go through now. Okay, we're keeping him, and as you can see there, we've spent 221 million. We brought Gibbs Wright, Roddy Depay, Sancho, Rugani. We also brought in the likes of Alaba and many more, which I can't remember right now. You know, we let some people go as well. Just having a look at any of the big names and going to the start, they didn't really spend much. No one to really talk home about. They actually made profit. Arsenal won't be happy with that. They sold more players than they brought. Iwobi, Monreal, Welbeck and Torreira. I'm guessing that's a loan because I'm pretty sure they've only just signed them. Lerma out for Bournemouth here, which is weird because once again they've just brought them in, so it's got to be a loan. Sold Wilson, Smith, Oiben, Fraser, like you could argue all their best players. Brought in no one really. Forestieri maybe. Montero, is that the one that plays for Swansea? And Stojanovic, I think that's the one that plays for Crystal Palace. No one here. They got rid of Dunk, Duffy, Bong. I mean, I know Dunk and Bong are like the two of their main centre backs. Still spent more, but I'd never heard of their other ones. Burnley and Kunku, we all know him from my ultimate team, how good he can be. Ocampos, pretty decent. Donsad, good. Cedric, good. And Paulson, they've just spent some big money, Burnley. There's some 5 decent. And then they've let rid of maybe some ones that, after they brought those, that they don't really need. They've let go of Bambler. That's unrealistic, because if Neil Warnock's still there, he'd not let go of Sol Bambler. He loves him, doesn't he? But they've spent some people. I mean, I can't say I know who they are, but collectively they cost 27 mil, so strengthening theirs was. I wonder if we spent the most. So 221. I'll keep that in mind when we get to the bigger teams. Now Tompkins getting a bit old, but Van Beek, is he a centre back? I want to say. So Iwobi from Arsenal went to Everton. They got Volland as well. Don't know the other one, but they did let go of just a guy, Richarlison, which they literally just brought in. So I don't know how they did that. Holgate, Coleman, Niasse. Yedvoy for Fulham, that's a good one. Welbeck, that's good. Dilly Oliver guy is decent, and Schindler. Don't know the guy in the middle, but they didn't let go anyone, so they've literally just strengthened. Not loaned anyone either. Unless maybe it doesn't show loans on here, and it only shows sales, and then in that case maybe they have. They brought in Fraser, Smeltzer, Osako, De Santos. Decent, but then they've let go, by the look of it, a lot. They've let go of Vardy, Morgan, Chilwell. They're the 3 ones to talk about. They're like starters usually, especially Vardy. I mean, here we go, look at this. Liverpool have let go almost double more than they've got in. They've put in Bertrand, another defender probably to cover for Alexander-Arnold. Anna Moreno that they sold. Mandzukic to cover for probably Sturridge that they bought. And Calavera, I don't know who that is. Along with those, they've also sold Origi. And Henderson. We have spent more than Man City, so they brought in Pereira, someone called Harding, and Peary. So Isco, as we know, cost 108 million, so the rest of them cost 30 million between them. And they sold 3 people. Gundogan, you could say, argued for. Isco, and Stones and Delph. Don't know why, because I don't really know the other ones, and if I don't know them, they can't be good enough to replace those 2. United only brought in Gulam, and they've let go some older, but all, you know, I don't know about who Gribbin is, but the other 3 are obviously all defenders, and they struggle with defenders anyway, so don't know about that. Newcastle brought in Van Ginkel, Wilson and Ayling, so they've strengthened them quite a little bit, but they have got rid of Perez and Lascelles, which are 2 of their main people, you could argue. Southampton, no one there that I actually know, and then they've let go, once again, they're big. Some of their biggest owned Bertrand's I think his name, Forster. I mean, they've got Foster now, so maybe they don't need him. No, Foster's at Watford. Yeah, so why have they got rid of him? Cedric they've sold to somebody else in the Premier League, I can't remember. Romeo plays, and Long can score for him. Tottenham here, they've let go of that guy who I think has gone somewhere else, but never heard of him before. Pedro and Valencia from United, so they've come to 2 very big rival clubs. They come to Pedro for us and Man United for Valencia, and they've let go Rose, Winks and Jansen. Maybe not too bad. Watford spending big money. Pandev, he's like a, what country is he from now? He's from the flag that looks like a sun. Not Japan, I know what that looks like. It's the one that's got red. It's like red and yellow. Pandev, he's from there anyway. Good. Garcia, I think that's the ex-Man City player. The other ones I'm not too sure. Bastos as well, he's a good centre back. But Pereira, Holobas will be big for them to sell. They've got rid of Wilshere after only just getting him West Ham, but they have brought in Fabregas and don't know the other 2. Demi, I think, is also a centre mid, and Lowton I've heard of, and I think he might be a right back. And then finally Wolves, the Diawara, which is decent for them, I've heard of, and Torre, I think, but there's lots of Torres. The other two I'm not too sure of. And they've got rid of Gibbs White, obviously we brought, but Cavallero and Cody, so they got rid of their captain, Cody, one of their main centre backs, and clearly they let Cavallero go because they maybe thought that Adama could do it himself, along with Helder Costa. So there we go, there's the transfer window. That whole rundown has probably put an extra 10 minutes on my video, which means it's going to take a long time, a lot longer for us to get this video out. So as I'm saying goodbye here, I'm gonna, as you can see, David Luiz moved back down. I'm gonna go through these scouting updates. Here we go. Max Morgan looks decent. We'll sign him up. I'm only going for people, if you see their value there, they've got to be over like 250. I'm saying, and then if they're over 700k, I don't know, but then I'm going to promote them as quick as possible, pretty much. We'll keep him, yeah, if they're around like the low 200 mark, we'll keep them and see what happens to them. But thank you guys ever so much for watching this video. Oh, who's this? This could be good. A goalkeeper. It's max overall of 70, so, and good potential, so we'll look at him, but only 200 at the minute. So yeah, I've been your host, Jinx. Thanks for watching. Let your thoughts be heard in the comment box down below. Here we go, Croatia, decent. But yeah, that's going to be it for episode 3. Oh my god, max overall of 79. This guy's almost worth a mil and he's not been picked up. But thanks, peace, bye bye for now. Catch you tomorrow, guys.